And good afternoon, good evening. Darkness has come upon us, but the darkness was with the Cincinnati Bengals today and not with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers win 34-12. They beat the Cincinnati Bengals today. What I want to know from everybody here is why in the world can't we play like this every game? What is the problem with these Pittsburgh Steelers? But we'll take the win because it's a win. All right. We're in the Mata Heating and Air Conditioning Studios, 724-201-0500. Mata Heating and Air Conditioning, #1 in Western Pennsylvania in heating and air conditioning. Call Mata today. The winter's here. Get your furnace fixed. Get it repaired. Get it ready because winter's coming, and it's already here, and it's already cold. So make sure you're warm for the holidays. Call Mata, 724-201-0500. Tell them Ralph Willams sent you. They also have snow melt that they offer, and they also offer UV lighting as well. So check that out. Call them for more details. All right. Also, we're sponsored by Mike Dotson Realty, Ocean City, Maryland, 410-596-1681. Mike Dotson Realty, Ocean City, Maryland. And our new sponsor is Big Jim's Bikes. Right here. There we go. Big Jim's Bikes. Oh, wait. Yeah, there it is. BigJimsBikes.com. Ocean City, Maryland, 410-289-1203. Call Big Jim's Bikes today. Get your bike reservation for next year for Ocean City, Maryland. Jim is taking orders. Get a scooter. If you're, handicapped as I am, you can rent a scooter. Tell him when you're coming. He'll meet up with you. He has 3 locations on the boardwalk. He'll meet up with you, or he'll have one of his employees meet up with you. I got to tell you, Big Jim's the man. He's got all kinds of different scooters, bikes, all kind. He has that group bike where you can put 5 people on in the back and somebody pedals in the front. He has staff that can do it as well. Also, Carry Insurance Group, Delmarva Region, Ocean City, Maryland, 302-642-6201. Call and ask for Steve. Steve will help you with all of your insurance needs. Carry Insurance, Ocean City, Maryland area, and also the Delmarva area. All right. My guest with me today, as usual, is Bensman Sports. We were trying to get others on today, but they're busy with other obligations, so we couldn't get anybody else on with us today. Pensman, this game is a tale of two halves. It's actually a tale of a team who has been struggling, the last few weeks, and all right, let's take a look at some of the comments real quick before we get started. Steelers might be back. Yes, they are. You're not wrong on that one. That's Mick. That's Mickey there. Delaney, thank you for being part of the program, and Pensman there with his comment. And then here we are. Thank you, Pensman. He is also my monitor, and it also says true facts. Says let's see who this is here. Isaiah. Thank you, Isaiah, for being part of the program. All right, we got some great folks on today. Some newcomers, some of our regular watchers on as well. Thank you for responding, and thank you for your comments as well. All right, Pensman, I'm having a little trouble seeing some of these things, though. No, are they okay to go with, or what?
Yeah, it's good. But Dave, we're not selling anything. He's advertising. That's what he's doing. He's advertising.
Oh yeah. I wish they would.
No, Dave asked what you're selling. He's not selling anything. He's just advertising. If you're in the area, he's just advertising for you.
Now, if you want to be if you want to be a sponsor or an advertiser for the show here, you're always welcome. What you can do is call 412-545-4317, or come on to and then also take a look at the lower ticker tape. It'll tell you exactly. You can come on Ralph Willams 737@gmail.com as well, and everything else. So, all right, Pensman, thank you for taking care of that. All right, Pensman, let's get started. Your thoughts on this game? Steelers win 34-12. What do you think?
Thought it was good. But I have to agree with Isaiah. Isaiah said Kyle Duggar was a great trade. I think so too, and I didn't watch much of it because I was spending time with family. But what I saw a little bit was phenomenal. I loved it. Want to get over some stats here. Penalties were 8 for 76. Ralph and I were talking during the game. He said the penalties were bad.
Yeah, they are. Some
100
bad officiating, Pensman. Come on. I mean, really bad. I mean,
We had 343 yards. We haven't put that up in I don't know how many games. Then we had 232. That came from Aaron Rodgers and Mason Rudolph combined. 111 rushing yards. The rushing yards needs to get up there though. If you got to eat the clock, you got to chew the clock down. But I'm happy we tamed the Bengal, so that's fine. You don't want the Bengal going wild and jumping up and down and going crazy and clawing our way through Acrisure Stadium. We don't like that. So we tamed him. It's in his cage. So we don't have to worry about the Bengals anymore. So we're 1-1 in the series and we're 2-1 in the division. So we'll see what happens next week against the Cleveland Browns. So
no, we're playing the Bears next week.
I thought it was the Cleveland.
No, we're playing the Bears.
But yeah, the Bears last week. Yeah, that's right. But we have a couple of division games coming up, so we'll see if we can close it out. We just need two more. We just need two more. We got it.
And then Cleveland.
That's right.
Buffalo at home, and then
it's 2 weeks. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. 2 weeks. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
But Buffalo's beatable. I think Buffalo's beatable because they're not.
So is Chicago. Chicago.
Chicago's beatable too. Chicago's been pulling these games out, which, of course, there's no problem with that. Ben Johnson finally got his team organized and disciplined. Because
I'm happy for Caleb Williams too.
Yeah, so am I. But Tuesday,
we got to put the Bear in the cage next week. Let them run free this week, and then put them in the cage next week. That's fine.
Yeah,
let the Bear run wild.
Yeah, exactly. Let them run wild.
That should be an easy win. I wouldn't say easy. There's no easy wins in football.
My screen just froze up here, so I can't put my banners up. Oh, well. Yeah, anyway. So,
any word on Aaron Rodgers?
Yes, he has a left wrist injury. He will be diagnosed overnight. Mediocre Mike said he will talk with the media on Tuesday and give an update. So,
okay. I see, and I hear, and I know what's going on in Pittsburgh, Isaiah. Even if I don't watch it, I still know.
Yeah, so do I. So
I have so many resources that tell me everything. So,
yeah, I have sources as well, many sources. In fact, thanks to Brandon Keeler, I've got some new sources. So that's good. We're on Tuesday or on the college football show. We're going to try to get this. I have an SEC reporter that I want to get on to talk about some of the coaching vacancies in the SEC. So I'm going to work on that for our college football show. Try to get that. There's a reporter that Brandon knows from the sports. Now, speaking of Brandon, actually, I'm sorry, guys. I can't put my banners up. For some reason, everything's froze. I don't know what the heck.
What's going on, Muna? What's going on? I haven't seen you forever, buddy. How you doing? We're talking about Steelers and Bengals post-game show. I haven't seen you in a month or two. Holy cow.
Yeah, we're also broadcasting live on Pensman Sports and the Sports Nuts Network. We're also on now because Pensman, myself, and Brian Pettit from the Tiger Stripes Media will not only be.
I'm doing good. I was just worried about you.
But we're on Sports Nuts. So I just want to let everyone know that. And all of my sports programs from RW Media Productions will be on the Sports Nuts Network from now on. Ralph's Opinion Show will be on my platforms and things like that. So Ralph's Opinion is not going over to the Sports Nuts thing. So just to let everyone know, we may be moving to Spotify or some other options. And don't worry, I will upload it to social media for everybody. So there you go.
Isaiah, I'll talk to you later, man. Have a good one.
All right, Isaiah, thank you for being part of the program. Thank you for commenting. We got some good comments tonight. Yeah. Of course, I really promoted the show today, too, so that's another story on my social media platforms. All right.
Good.
Jalen Ramsey got ejected. I thought the officiating today, Pensman, was really brutal and poor. That referee, if you watch the movie Caddyshack and he goes up to the one old guy and he says the graveyard's 2 blocks to the left, I think it's time for him to go to the referee graveyard because that guy I don't know his name off the top of my head, but that guy, Gene Steratore, even said his calls were terrible. And that's coming from a guy who's been a referee for over 30 years, and he's an analyst now for CBS. And also, Kevin Harlan today, he was awful. I mean, he was messing up players' names. He was messing up facts. Next week, Oregon's playing USC. Said USC was playing Oregon State. I mean, come on, Kevin. You've been on for a long time.
I text you. I'm like, hey, I'm available. I can take your spot.
Hey, so can I. I learned it in broadcasting school.
You told me last week when I went to your house that you rather hear me than Chris Collinsworth. So
I can't see Chris Collinsworth. Well, I keep telling you, Pensman, and I keep telling everybody, the Steelers retired Chris Collinsworth. Mel Blount and Donnie Shell retired him. They ate his lunch every time they played him. And he even admitted it. He said, and he hates the Steelers. So he always has derogatory comments of some kind to make about the Steelers. Now, his son's not bad. I've seen his son, Jack. He's pretty good. So, I mean, but
I want to apologize, everybody, for not covering the Steelers. I had stuff to do today.
Yeah.
I got home just in time for this. So,
too, but I had things going on, and I couldn't get anything done. So, but fortunately, I was able to make it for this today. But anyway,
next week I should go back to normal. Friday we'll do my pre thing with the Bears, and then I'll cover I'll do that, and then we'll do this again, just like regular. We gotta spend time with family when you have a chance, people.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And this Tuesday on the Sports Corner Show, I have two great guests coming on. I have Ken he's from the Ken and Ken in the Morning Show on the Huddle Sports Network, covers the Bears. We're going to have Ken come on, talk about the Bears, Ben Johnson, the head coach. And I got Mike Cassidy.
He might be flying high. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, I know. And Mike Cassidy will be on. He covers the Steelers for a website, I believe, and a couple other publications. Mike Cassidy will join us as well on Tuesday. He's a new guest. He's a first-timer. So is Ken from Ken and Ken in the Morning on the Huddle Sports Network. Once in a while, I'm on with them guys on that Ken and Ken in the Morning show. I haven't been on for a while because I've had some, I was in a hospital, health issues, and some other things going on in my personal life that I'm not going to talk about right here. But, but anyway, don't forget to check out our archive shows on our platforms, especially our YouTube channel. And please don't forget to subscribe and like. And also, we're on Facebook. We're also on Twitch and also on the Kick Network, and once in a while we're on the Huddle Sports Network when it's working. So
I just want to let everybody know that my forehead's fine. I'm feeling fine, but congratulations to the Cleveland Browns. They're winning 6-3 against the Baltimore Ravens. Let's go. Yes, I'm feeling fine. I'm going for Cleveland today, but it's okay to root for a division rival when it's necessary.
Well, it's necessary today because if Cleveland wins today, they're not going to be a threat to the Steelers. If Baltimore was to win today, there would be a threat to the Steelers. So we need Baltimore to keep losing. So that's why
I said, let's go, Cleveland. Let's go. Just for today.
Absolutely. But anyway, one other thing, too, I wanted to mention today. How about Mason Rudolph coming in the second half and playing? I mean, everyone said, criticized him because he had a bad year at Tennessee. Whoop-de-doo. But he came back to Pittsburgh here. He got a grasp, which is not hard, of Arthur Smith's offense.
And he's been under it before, so.
Yeah, exactly. So with that, I don't see where Mason Rudolph, but it was great. I want to congratulate, and I'm going to give him, a round of applause for Will Howard. Today was his first day in a Steeler uniform. Emergency quarterback today. So it's great to have Will Howard back.
I'm glad you brought up Mason Rudolph. He's 12 for 16 for 75% with 127 yards, 1 touchdown. And
he did really well.
And Aaron Rodgers was 9 for 15, 60%, and 1 touchdown. So Mason Rudolph outplayed Aaron Rodgers.
Yes, he did. And
that's very surprising.
Well, it's not really, because Aaron Rodgers only had one half, and he was actually having a bad half. I mean, it really wasn't that great, But I also thought the ref in this bad officiating had something against DK Metcalf, because how in the world do you call pass interference on Metcalf? And the one time Metcalf didn't even touch the guy, and he was calling pass interference on him. I think this ref that was today, the one I said, the graveyard's 2 blocks to the left, and I mean the referee graveyard. He needs to go bye-byes, because this guy is totally just on brand. This officiating crew was terrible today. I mean,
Mooney, you feel bad. Mooney, you feel bad for who? For Rodgers?
Well, I feel bad for Rodgers because but I'm glad Mason Rudolph was able to do what he did.
I don't know if he's talking about you, or I don't know if he's talking about DK, or is he talking about Rodgers? He said I feel bad for him, honestly. Oh, DK, he's feeling bad for TK. Yeah,
exactly. Because how in the world can you make any hay when the referee keeps calling pass interference calls against you?
No, I got confused. I got confused because he said there's some good stats, and he said I feel bad for him. I didn't know if he was comparing what you was talking about you or talking about Aaron Rodgers. That's what threw me off. But yeah, I feel bad for DK. DK didn't. He had a clean game.
Yeah, he did until that ref kept calling penalties on him. And I mean, and 24 actually had a pretty good game today. How about Nick? How about Nick Herbert? Oh my gosh!
I know people were letting me know about 24 all day.
yeah. Well, Nick Herbert had a good game today too. I think it's time for the Steelers to be rid of Alex Highsmith. The man's hurt all the time. They're paying him a lot of money. I think it's time for them to trade him, get some draft picks for next year, add on to what you're going. I heard next year the Steelers have the most they've had in a long time.
The dude is a physical powerhouse. So when can he use his body? He's average.
Who's that?
I'm not sure. He said the dude. I don't know if he's talking about DK again or not.
Well, yeah. Well, how about Darnell Washington today? How about we keep throwing the ball to him? Oh my God, he was running people over. And then how about that one block he had where he knocked 2 guys on their butts? And then
I saw they pancake people.
Yeah, he was pancake. He pancaked 2 guys. Gainwell had that big gainer. So
he's talking about DK.
Oh, DK. Okay, good. Well, DK,
he's a powerhouse. There's come on in. Come on, 24. Come on. It's Brian. Come on in.
Brian, I sent you an invite, dude. Come on, you're welcome. Let's go.
Come on in, man. Get your views up. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. All right, you're watching the post-game show here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, X, and the Kick Network. We're also on Pensman Sports and the Sports Nuts Network as well. And we're simulcasted on there. And that's right. I'm Ralph Willams. Yeah. Let me talk to you.
Go up one more. Go up one more. There you go. Right there.
Okay.
Don't worry about this. Don't worry about the kicks that are coming in.
Okay. Yeah, I know about all.
Yeah, don't worry about them.
Yeah, for some strange reason, some of those folks on there. But anyway, we do have civilized folks here. All right. Also, we're also on Facebook here. I'm checking to see if we have anybody. We don't have anyone right now commenting on Facebook, but we do have some comments here, and it's great to have everyone on board. Steeler post-game show. Steelers win today, 34-12 over the Cincinnati Bengals. We're going to call them the Bengals today because of that. And
this is a revenge game.
Well, yeah, but you know what? Another thing too,
should be 2-0. Should be sweep. Should have swept them today. Should have.
Well, they need to go. They need to do what they did today: intercept the ball, create turnovers, blitz, and whatnot. I think T.J. Watt took a lot of heat last week for only having one tackle in the whole game. I saw him chasing down running backs today, so I'm just wondering if he took some heat from the coaching staff, or whatever, or because he was batted a ball down a couple times, and so he was actually out today.
30 minutes and 5 seconds time possessions, 11 sack yards, 1 sack.
Yes,
it's love it. We didn't have any sacks last time we played Flacco.
No, we didn't. And I thought that was the wrong way of doing things. I don't know what Terrell Austin and Mike Tomlin were thinking about that game, because if it was me, I'd blitz until they stop it. If it's me, I'd football until they stop it.
My problem is if somebody has an injured shoulder and they go like this. You see them go like that. Oh, that's free game. That's like, all right, I see something. TJ Watts be like, yeah, I'm hungry. Let's go. Why couldn't he just get more pressure to him? You told me that he has an injured shoulder. Why couldn't the Steelers defense grab him?
Oh, I would have tore him up. I mean, I would have been like, you know what, Joe, welcome back, but you know what, goodbye. You know what I mean? But anyway, and he's been a nightmare for the Steelers anyway. But I'm glad that we were able to beat him.
Did you notice that Joe Flacco's not good in Acrisure Stadium and / Heinz Field?
No, he's not. And you know what else too? We were able to contain Higgins and Chase today.
Even though Higgins did have a titch though.
Yeah, but James Pierre had a good game today. I mean, he really stepped up, number 42. And also, I was very impressed with Duggar. I was very impressed with Eccles for coming back out. Well, he had to because of Ramsey after he had a little bit of a stinger. And, so guys in the defensive backfield are really starting to come around, and that's great. And that needs to happen. 24 didn't have no penalties today. So that's he played a clean game.
Did they say when Asante Samuel Jr. is going to play?
I don't know. That he's on the practice squad right now.
I didn't know if he was going to be elevated.
He might be activated if Eccles is really hurt as bad as he is. He had a stinger today. And when I watched the Mike Tomlin post game press conference, Mediocre Mike said that there was somebody's out with a concussion. I'm trying to remember who it was, and then he said Jaylen Warren had an ankle injury. That we'll know more on Tuesday. And then he also said that I can't remember who he said somebody was out with a concussion, and I'm trying to remember who it was. And but anyway,
but we need to activate Asante Samuel Jr. He's healthy. He's ready to go. We need to get MVS out there for the Bears game too. They're both of them are in the practice squad. We can't have two tight ends. Yes, Washington had a good game, but we can't be doing two tight ends. It's not the winning formula. This is not the quote unquote standard that Mike Tomlin put in here. This is not what Bill Cowher and standard stood for. The two tight ends does not work all week in and week out. That's why you have 4 options, not 2 tight end options.
Oh, and Spencer Anderson's tackle eligible.
Spencer Anderson.
Oh my gosh, man, tackle eligible. So there you go. Anyway, all right, Pensman, let's get started here. I don't know. Oh, there's Brian. There he is. All right, Brian Pettit's joining us from the.
Woohoo! There he is. There's the man of the hour.
That's right.
There he is. What's going on, Brian?
Nothing much. Just having a good day of watching TV. Did a little something on the backside of the stream and everything. So I've been working on
your Winers won. The Steelers won. It's a great day in football.
Yeah, and the Bills won 44 over the Buccaneers. I thought they were going to lose there at the end.
They were going to lose that game. Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah. I know somebody's sick about that Atlanta game. Oh.
Well, next week.
I know one person that's not answering his phones because of the Falcons game. I understand why.
Yeah. Well, next week I want to tell you guys this. As you well know, the 3 of us are on every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. the college football show. Next week we're going to be wiping egg off our face because a lot of our picks blew it yesterday. Oh my gosh! Alabama and a few other blew it yesterday. So
Pittsburgh laid an egg. Pittsburgh.
I
thought Pittsburgh was going to play better, but I knew Notre Dame was going to come out. But I thought they were going to play better than they did.
Hey Ralph, next weekend I'll be with Brendan and the guys. But you can send me the link, and I'll come in here and do actually a live little location at Clemson next week.
Okay, that'll work.
It's if I'm driving down the interstate or something between 11 and from 10 until 11. So just let you know.
All right.
So I can still give you an update.
Okay, we can do that. Also, some programming notes. We're back to regular programming this week, and also don't forget on Thursday. I can't put my banners up because for some reason I'm having some technical issues trying to get my banners up. But anyway, wait, I can put this one up. Here it is. Yeah. This Thursday, 1 to 3 p.m., I start my debut, which it's 2 weeks delayed because I was in the hospital and recovery. But this Thursday, 1 to 3 p.m., Highway Radio Hits. I will be on every Thursday under my DJ name, DJ Fun, playing some great music. And I tell you what, I got some great music for my debut show this Thursday lined up and ready to go. So don't forget to tune in Highway Radio Hits. Go on Google, punch up Highway Radio Hits, go right on the website. You can also make requests on their request email. And so there you are with that. And we're also on Discord. We're not on Discord live here, but I have a page on Discord, and Highway Radio Hits is on Discord as well. So if you want to go on Discord and check it out as well. So
I got a question for Brian since he just joined the chat.
Okay, what's that?
On the stream, I mean. What do you think about the Steelers game? Do you think the Steelers are back?
No.
What the 34-12 game?
No.
You don't?
Because Rodgers still slow. When I saw some of the highlights, and when you roll out Rodgers, he's slow as molasses, as you can say, being a nice way. But he cannot run.
He's slow.
Yeah, I know, exactly. And that's the problem. The problem is that he can't run anymore, and now he's got a bruised hand or whatever, as you saw the backup in the third and fourth quarter a little bit. But still, there's just something there. And, I mean, it's a nice win, but still, I mean, what it is. So that's my thing. And Williams on that big run play where he just busted some people up, that was actually a good show for him. But it's still you play a hostile defense. And we know the Bengals are not there, but if you play like a caliber team, they're still going to get beat. And they got to stop turning over. They got to stop doing the flags. Let me tell you.
Whoa! Hold on a minute, Brian. DK Metcalf got robbed a couple times. That was some bad officiating right there.
Yeah, we've all had officiating. Yeah,
there was a couple times that DK wasn't even touched the player.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think the ref had it out for him today. And then on top of that, if Jalen Ramsey didn't at least put his hand on Chase could have got that penalty, and Bengals really would have been backed up instead of being able to get through that fourth down. That was a bad call too. I thought that Chase should have been ejected as well because he was causing all kinds of problems through the whole game. And I mean, and
what if Aaron Rodgers sits out 1 or 2 games and Mason Rudolph takes over? Are the Steelers back then?
Yeah, they are
because
it
can be.
Rudolph did a good job a few years back. Remember, he took over the games, and then
I know.
The only bad game he had was the one in Buffalo.
I'm trying to dissect. I'm trying to figure out like Brian's point of view. I understand Rodgers.
Yeah,
I didn't like Rodgers from the beginning, but I'm just saying if he sits out a game or two, he's got the Bears and he's got the Bills and he's got the Ravens and the Bills coming up, or the Browns coming up. Do you think if Mason Rudolph starts and he earns that starting role from the second half, do you think the Steelers are back with the defense?
Rudolph is better, I think.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, Rudolph is a good quarterback.
I mean, look at his stats from today. I mean, he went 12 for 16 for 127 yards, 1 touchdown, and his rating was 118, where Rodgers was 106. 9 for 15 for 116 yards. I mean, Rudolph played a heck of a game, I think, off of that, what I saw.
And I want to remind everybody, when Ben Roethlisberger was here, he sat out a couple of games because of injury, but Mason Rudolph did take us to the playoffs. We lost the first round, but we came back and we got a playoff push.
That's what I'm saying.
Could we see another Rudolph push?
That's because Kenny Pickett was acting like a big baby.
Yep.
So all right, guys, let's get into some scores for today's games. Some upsets out here, and not so bad games. Patriots 27, Jets 14. Packers.
Let's go.
Packers 27, New York Giants 20. Giants were in it there for a minute. There we are. Panthers 30, Falcons 27 in overtime. Oh my gosh, what an upset that was!
Yeah, that was.
And how about Jacksonville here? Oh, they came out against the Chargers today, 35-6. Oh my god!
Yeah, Falcons had a 21-7 lead at one time.
Wow.
Yeah.
21-7, and what's his guy? Help me out, Brian, with the running back.
The running back, ETN. ETN.
That's it. Yeah, he had 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, Denny. Yeah. So.
Yeah, he had what was his?
He's also good at playing the Wildcat too. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But 2 touchdowns, and they still end up losing.
ETN went for 19. He had 19 attempts for 73 yards.
Once somebody cools down, I guarantee tonight I'm going to get a text message about Morris being fired. I'll guarantee my phone's going to go off.
Morris,
yeah, I guarantee when somebody cools down, and we all knew who that is, Morris needs to be fired. I'm tired of it.
Yep, exactly.
I'm waiting.
I'm waiting too.
You know,
I'm letting him have his peace and cool down.
All right, the Rams 14, Seahawks 9 at halftime. All right, Ravens Browns 13, Ravens 10.
Let's go, Browns. What can Brown do for you?
In the second quarter in Sweden, the Dolphins. How about the Dolphins, man? Wow, they beat the Commanders.
I didn't see that one coming. I thought the Dolphins would actually do that. Yeah,
I did. If you've been watching Commanders football, you'll understand.
And the Titans were up on the Texans 3-0 at the half, and the Texans pulled it out 16-13 against the Titans. So, all right.
And the 49ers are up 22-10 going into the halftime, but the 49ers are driving.
I got a question for you.
What's that?
Does the 2 tight end system work?
It could if you're in the right.
But if you use it all the time, it can burn you too. I mean, you know. So Steelers are good with that.
I just think Washington. I think MVS needs to come in as soon as possible. He's ready. He's ready to go. Why don't we just MVS Scallions?
Oh,
Scallions.
Yeah, we have him in the practice squad. Bring him up. Bring him up to the active roster, and that'll be our wide receiver too. Fans, I understand that's not a prime rib or a T-bone steak, but it's something.
I'm tired of the Steelers with this dead weight. Roman Wilson's terrible. In fact,
Roman Wilson can't even catch a ball. He was right there.
Trent Green said something today on the broadcast about how the Steelers need to look at trading him and doing something with him. They have to get somebody in here. Calvin Austin, he did nothing today, and he's been useless. Another one like another Highsmith. You can't help the club
if he caught that ball, he would have walked into the touchdown easily.
Yeah, I know. But I mean,
and
still.
Then last week, instead of burning time, he has to do it like a circus play, do a flip, and then loses the ball.
All right, Bears 19, Vikings 17 today at Minnesota. All right, Bills 44, the Buccaneers 32, and the 49ers are up, like Brian said. Chiefs, Broncos. Let's see here, 6-6 tie right now, Broncos and the Chiefs.
Let's go Broncos. Let's go Broncos. Take that division.
And then tonight, the Lions versus the Eagles. The Lions. So, all right, and then tomorrow night, the Cowboys versus the useless and worthless Raiders. The Raiders. They stink.
Oh, geez, that's gonna be a crazy game.
Ralph, I got breaking news for you.
Go ahead.
I don't know if it's true or not, but Antonio Pierce is interested in the New York Giants job.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know if he's going to grab it or not, but he's interested.
I'll tell you who might come out of retirement if they give him enough money.
Gruden,
yeah, and I'll tell you who else. He's coaching at Stanford right now. Frank Reich. Reich said,
Stanford and Sons.
I mean, yeah. Well, he's at Stanford right now. He's filling in. He told Andrew Luck, "I don't want to do this anymore after this year." So Andrew Luck has to go find another coach down at Stanford, but he's filling out the year. You know what? Reich knows the NFL. He had a bad time in Carolina, and everybody does. But I think Reich would be a good.
He didn't do bad in Indy.
No, he did. He did real well in Indy.
Yeah, I thought he did really well in Indy.
With Phillip Rivers and everything. Yeah, he did real well in Indy. So.
Yeah. Hey, the thing, you'll love this, Ralph. I know that we're talking about NFL, but there's a lot of people now that I've heard on the radio, and I know that a lot of people haven't heard this, and I know it's on your and Pensman, but down here in South Carolina, there's a lot of South Carolina fans right now that are done with Beamer already. and his
Beavers
buyout is over.
But they lost 31-30. They
Yeah,
had
I know.
They had a
And they're
30-3
embarrassed
lead.
about that game.
How do you give up a lead
But
that
his
bad?
buyout is like $7 to $9 million.
He shouldn't have woke up this morning being still employed. 30-3. 30-3. You're gone.
Yeah.
So that's Frank Beamer's kid, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, yeah. You know what? Well, I think Frank Beamer's kid needs to be fired, and I think he needs to. Furman's coach needs to be fired, and maybe he can coach at Furman.
Folks, let me tell you guys something. If you can't hold a 30-3 lead, get out of coaching. You shouldn't even coach. That's your time to bring in your scrubs. Bring in the time. You just kill the clock. Get some delayed games. Do whatever you have to do. It's 30-3. What's the worst that can happen? Well, we already seen what's worst to happen, but
yeah,
I'm saying if you can't hold a 30-3 lead, yeah, there's the door.
Well, that's what happened to a lot of teams. I think there was another football team that lost 28 to something a couple of years ago in the the NFL or college football. But that's embarrassing, to lose that way. You can't do nothing, but that's just the way they were,
Yeah, Moon. Hold on. South Carolina had a 30-3 lead, and they ended up losing 31-30 to Texas A&M.
Oh man, that's sad. Well, you know what? Texas A&M's a good football team. Mike
That
Elko.
doesn't matter. 30-3 should be like, all right, we got this.
Oh yeah, you got it. Yeah, exactly. They beat themselves. I mean, when you do that, that's what happens.
That's what we're talking about, Muna.
But you know what else too? Texas A&M is a good enough football team that they were able to come back and win. That was the good.
Obviously, they are.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Mike Elko's a candidate for some other jobs, and we'll see what happens there too. I'm hearing Florida's looking at.
I want to say something. I want to say something off the topic. I want to say congratulations to Sergi. Sergi had his first NHL win today, so I'd like to congratulate him on a first NHL game. They beat Nashville Predators 4-0. First shutout, first win. He had a couple wins in preseason, but it's preseason. This is actual game.
Oh, you mean the goalie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad. I can't stand Tristan Jarry. I want him out.
Yeah,
so.
no, but Sergi had his first game. It was awesome.
Well, that's great.
He played last Sunday against the Kings and ended up losing 3-2. So, and that was his first career start.
Yeah,
but he gave up no goals against the Predators. Stamkos off the board this game, so I'm happy camper.
There you go.
Yeah. And off topic again here, Penguin wise, Erik Karlsson's having a good season so far. He was a bum last year. I mean, he did absolutely nothing.
That's because of Dan Moose rethinking his mindset.
Well, yeah, I told you.
You told me he's a defensive coach. That's why he's rethinking. But Sullivan's like, just do whatever you want, boys. Do whatever you have to do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, what's he doing up in the Rangers right now, Mike?
He won 3 straight, so he must be doing something right. They finally won their home game.
Well, he needed a change of atmosphere, and I think the Penguins needed a change too. So it actually worked out for both, as far as that goes.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what he's doing, but they Rangers won 3 straight yesterday.
All right, let's next week. There's some pretty interesting games next week here. We're going to look at those.
Brian, do you have anything to say about the Steelers and Bengals game today?
I just think that, it's a win as a win, but still, you still got problems. There's a lot of problems in every team.
Yeah, they have to move. They have to move.
If you're going to let Rodgers run like he does, they're going to catch him. Like a rollout, I don't know why they're rolling him out in the third, and when he was tackled, sacks, and everything, and he can't move her around. You got to have if you're going to do that, you're going to have Rudolph to do that. You can't do that.
I think
he's not going to last long with that hand that's now going to be hurt.
My opinion is to rest them up, let them play the Bears, let them play the Bills, let them play the Browns, and bring them back in the Dolphins. Let's get a couple win stacks and then bring Rodgers back. That way, when we get that 9 wins, that will be good.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at the AFC North for next week. Okay, Cleveland plays the Raiders. That's going to be two sad teams against each other.
Yeah, that's gonna be a crying team.
The Raiders.
The Raiders. Yeah, exactly.
16-10 Cleveland over Baltimore so far at almost halftime. Let's go.
49ers picked the field goal winning.
The Bengals play the Patriots next week. So
Yeah,
The Bengals are gonna lose.
Yeah.
the Bengals are. Yeah,
moving. I mean, they really are. They're not bad. Their record's about if it's not better than the Steelers actually. But anyway,
Steelers play the Bears.
They play the Jets next week. The Ravens at home. So that's going to be an interesting game. So we'll see what happens in the AFC North.
And the Steelers play the Bears. So.
All right, guys. Any games for next week or any games? How about tonight's Lions versus the Eagles? Brian, we'll start with you. What do you think about the Lions versus the Eagles tonight?
the Eagles are going to win. I mean that they're too physical. They'll get the running game going again. Hopefully, they'll get the running game going. If they pass, they'll lose. But if they get the running game going for the Eagles, they'll win.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because here's my thing: they've been passing for the last 2 weeks, and they've kind of choked on it.
Yeah.
And if they will do just the run, but well, they'll win. I think they'll win. I think it'll be close, but I think they'll win in the fourth somehow, some way. And we know everybody likes that Eagles tush push, so you know how that goes.
Yeah, exactly.
Benson don't like it. I know he don't like it at all.
No, because I think that they started it, and now all of a sudden everybody else is doing it, and maybe it should be banned. I don't know. I mean, so
Yeah.
My opinion is Gibbs is going to go off.
Why would you let one team dictate like that? I mean, that's a rule that probably should be banned, and they need to fix this kickoff stuff again. This kickoff stuff is brutal, and the Steelers. I've said this many times over the last 5 years. They need to go out in the draft and get a really solid kick returner, somebody who can return it for touchdowns, take some of the pressure off the offense and the defense, or go get a veteran that's really good at kickoff returns and bring them in and pay them and do it. Because, our kickoff, Doug Williams, the guy that does the kickoffs, he's the one that has a concussion. So he's in concussion protocol. We may not have him next week.
Yeah. Hey, before we go on, I got something to say here. Since 2022, the Eagles, the Eagles 46 regular season wins and Detroit Lions with 42 are the only two NFC teams with the last 40 regular season wins over the past 4 seasons. So that's something interesting to watch. That's one of those big notes that are in the thing, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree 100% with you on that one. Absolutely. Also, let's all right, let's get into what the Steelers need to do next week to beat the Bears, okay?
Repeat what they did today.
Exactly. Yeah, create turnovers. Caleb Williams can be beat. Don't let him beat you. And what you need to do is you need to do more clock management. You need to kill the clock more, run the football, give it to Jalen Warren, give it to what's his name, Thornhill
give it to Washington too. He's a beast too. Tight end.
Thornhill's gone.
No, I mean Gainwell. I'm
okay.
talking.
Give it to Washington. Tight end.
I was going to say Thornhill's gone.
Yeah. Get the ball to Washington and let him plow people over running down the field. I have no problem.
I mean, he had 67 yards on the tight end. That's pretty nice.
Yes,
Wednesday morning, bring Scallions and bring Asante Samuel up right now. Wednesday morning. Let's see it happen.
Oh, you mean Scales? You mean?
Yeah.
Scallions.
Yeah.
Scales. Yeah.
MVS. Yeah. Bring him and Asante Samuel up Wednesday morning. Do it.
I'll tell you what. How about that Malik Harrison today? He had a pretty good game. Number 50. He played linebacker today. Yep. He started actually, I believe. And then now I found out Peyton Wilson leads the team in tackles. I didn't even know that until Trent Green said something about it today.
I knew it was close.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was the Steelers' number 1 tackler because first couple games Peyton Wilson had a bad time. I mean, everybody was talking about getting him out of there. Jack Sawyer had a good game today. He had some tackles. He was involved in a couple.
They were
I
talking
told
they were talking about DFA him.
I told everybody about Jack Sawyer, but nobody believed me. And I called it the draft.
No, I did.
Yeah, I know you did too. But I mean, I'm talking.
I'm somebody.
But nobody believes that. Nobody believes us. They believe all these other guys on all these national networks who are overpaid and can't figure their way out of a paper bag as to what kind of predictions the players are making. And I told Jack, I said, Khalid Johnson, I'm a little disappointed in him.
Ralph, we're not dogs, we're not cats, and we're not birds. So we're not. We're basically nothing on YouTube right now.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I know. We're not.
Our time's coming though. We'll beat the dogs and cats and birds.
But to be paid the money that Kevin Harlan gets paid, and to make mistakes that he made today, he should be fired. I mean, or be asked to step away because he made some major mistakes today.
We're live in Cincinnati. I mean, oh my bad, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Come on,
But I was actually quite surprised because usually we get Iron Eagle or Iron Eagle. We usually get Iron Eagle and J.J. Watt, who I'm glad replaced that Davis. What was his first name? I can't even remember off the top of my head right now.
Even Evan Washburn will be better than him.
Yeah, Evan Washburn's not
Ralph,
bad.
did y'all talk about Ramsey ejected throwing a punch?
We did a little bit.
Yeah, we did a little bit. And I got to tell you, Tomlin really was hot. He not only was hot with the official, he was screaming at the official through the whole game. But he gave it to Ramsey when he came to the sidelines, and in a way, I don't blame him. You know what I mean? I mean because Ramsey should have just let Chase hit him, and Chase could have been ejected instead of Ramsey. I thought the officiating was really bad today, Brian. There were some calls that were made. I think they were deliberately targeting DK Metcalf today. Those two penalties on him were crazy. Metcalf never even touched the guy, and he was throwing penalties. So it was like every time he made a catch, it's a penalty, and it just got old. And I thought that for a minute there, the thing that bothers me is, and if I'm Zach Taylor, I'd be angry with Flacco. 2 delay of game calls today. This guy, quarterback for 15 years. How in the world do you have a delay of game? I mean, that kind of thing. If I'm Zach Taylor, I'd be angry with Flacco about that and I thought the Steelers should have exposed his shoulder injury a little bit more. They should have blitzed the whole game, but they didn't, as usual. They got to do something about the middle of the field. Too many passes to the middle of the field. Too much, as mediocre Mike would say, chunks of yardage. That the Bengals kept getting across the middle. I don't know. They need to do something with this defense. Y.A. Black today caused the Bengals to almost get a 2-point conversion because what he did something to the long snapper. I forget what he did. He wouldn't let him snap the ball or something, or knocked him in the head or something. And he got a penalty for that, and they almost got a 2-point conversion out of the thing. Fortunately, they missed it because of a bad play call, a wildcat kind of thing. And nobody was fooled. And I'm glad the Steelers weren't on that one play. But, I think the Steelers next week, they need to do what they did today. They need to do more with clock management. Keep Caleb Williams off the field. Keep the Chicago Bears off the field. Their defense is undisciplined. They get a lot of penalties. So I think if the Steelers can expose that, I think they can win next week against Chicago. I'm going to put my score in right now. I think the Steelers win 24-10 over the Bears next week. So, Brian, go ahead with your score.
I'm going to go 24-10. 24 probably. I don't know, 10 probably, maybe. They'll get 10 points somehow.
Yeah.
They'll figure out how to do something. Caleb Williams do something with that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I just think that the Steelers will win next week. They have to. They have to keep the motor running. They can't, stall out. They can't keep, they have to play clean game. They played a pretty clean game today.
Ralph, we're 3 wins away of 9 wins.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 9-8. That's the standard. 9-8.
Yeah, just want to let you know, 9-8. Let's go. Winning record.
Thank you. Thank you. And Pitt's about to become 7-5. That's their standard, and go to some
winning record
and lose in 6 overtimes to a Toledo Rockets team who wasn't really that good last year. So
fans are embarrassing. I mean, as long as we go 9-8, we miss the playoffs, but we've got a winning record. Mike Tomlin still has a winning record.
Yeah, I want to go off topic for a minute here, and I want to congratulate because they finally, for the first time in a long time, got through the first round of the playoffs last night. The Pittsburgh Riverhounds beat Rhode Island last night, made it through the first round of the playoffs on their way to the USL.
Wow, a Pittsburgh team getting out of the first round.
Out of the first round of the playoffs, yeah.
How about that? Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. By the way, I got something else for you too today. Pirate news. Ben Cherington today. He traded Paul Skeens to the New York Yankees for 5 1-15 pitchers and a janitor. So I just want to let you know that.
And Ralph, I don't know if y'all talked about this. The Tennessee Titans wide receiver Kyle Ridley suffered a broken femur in Sunday's 16-13 loss against the Houston Texans, and he will be missed the rest of the season. So yes, in the intern, Mike McCoy said that he's out for the season. So yeah,
Matt McCoy. I think it's
Matt McCoy. Okay, yeah.
It's a good thing. Get him. We were this close to getting him.
Yeah.
Matt McCoy is a very good defensive coordinator. I wish the Steelers, if Mike Tomlin would quit with his ego, get rid of Terrell Austin, bring in Matt McCoy as a defensive coordinator. He's a very good defensive coordinator. Bring him in. But see, Mike Tomlin doesn't want anybody that's smarter than him. He thinks he's smarter than everybody. So that's why he has these yes men in here. And
you don't need to be the smartest man in the room.
You know what? I want to tell you a little story about Chuck Noll. And you know what made Chuck Noll successful? He wasn't the smartest guy there. But one thing Chuck Noll was smart at was he hired the right assistant coaches. Okay. And he was a good teacher. I mean, he was a very good teacher at the game. But the one thing, this past Saturday, if you didn't check it out, on the Sports Corner radio show with me, Ralph Willams, Smoking Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, Luther Dupree, we had Robin Cole on. And Robin Cole credited Chuck Noll for the way he is today. He's got, he's in business. He was taught just like everybody else. If you absorbed what Chuck Noll said, okay, don't make football your life's work. Okay, find something else, because if you get hurt, you never know when that's going to happen. Your career could end tomorrow. Find something else. Get into something else, because you never know what's going to happen to you. And he credited
collect that paycheck before you get hurt, and then bam, you're set.
Well, you know what the NFL's doing now, guys. They're actually having classes and courses for the players now about how to manage your money, because a lot of these guys are just throwing their money away. Oh, one other thing too, Antonio Brown has denied his extradition, or fought the extradition, so he's still in Dubai and will not be extradited back to Florida or wherever he needs to stand for charges. So Antonio Brown, what a waste of talent. He credits the Cincinnati Bengals for a long-standing concussion that he got that ended his career when he was with the Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And, so that man needs some help. And, it's really sad that a guy with that much talent ends up like, he may end up in the Hall of Fame. You never know. But anyway. All right, guys, final thoughts before we go. But the first, Bensman, I need your score for next week for the Bears-Steeler game.
I give it 31-17.
All right.
If we get 30 minutes of time possession and we move the ball like we did today, I think we'll get 31 points on the Browns on the Bears defense.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I think it's a winnable game. Mason Rudolph did really well today in the second half, and I think he can manage the game real good. He looked sharp in the game today. He managed the game well. And I want you guys to notice something. The offensive line blocked real good for him today, if you noticed that. So I'm just wondering where if there's any kind of static going on between Aaron Rodgers and the offensive line. And Rodgers barely came over to Gainwell today to congratulate him. and then you see him pouting on the sidelines, which, of course, if you're running Arthur Smith's boring offense, I'd be pouting too. So, But
And
anyway.
I also want to add that we have next week, that's 7.
Yeah.
We have Miami, and we have Cleveland, and we have Baltimore. So we should win at least 9 wins, Steeler Nation.
Yeah, that's right. 9-8. There we go. That's what Steeler fans want. They love mediocrity.
We have a chance for 10-11, but we got
as they say, standards. We need to meet standards.
I'm just saying those 3 games we can win, and there'll be 9 wins right there.
Yeah. Well, know this, and I have some good sources that have told me this. Bill Cowher is investing money to be part of the ownership group of the Steelers, and if Bill Cowher comes in, if Bill Cowher comes in and puts some kind of ownership in there, doggone well, he's going to be him and Art II don't get along to begin with, because Art II ran him out. Well, it wasn't just that either. His wife was sick.
Josh McDaniels can walk right in.
Yeah, well, Josh, come on. Josh McDomo couldn't find his way out of a paper bag as a head coach. He's a good offensive coordinator, horrible head coach. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Josh McDaniels comes walking in and be an offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I'm praying Arthur Smith gets another job. I don't care if it's clean.
He can. Arthur Smith can get the job at Penn State.
You can do that.
Hey, you know what? Penn State standard: run the football and defense. There you go. That's Penn State.
There you
standard.
go.
You said it yesterday.
That's right.
Yeah, I did it.
So
I remember things.
Yeah, I know exactly. And so all right, guys, let's wrap it up here. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you. Start with you, Pensman. Go ahead. Tell everybody how I didn't get a hold of you, what you're up to, and what's going on.
Well, Steelers win big. They tamed the Bengal. So the Bengal Tiger, they tamed them. You can find me on YouTube. Please help me get to 1,100, at least 1,100. I do a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to do a couple of experiments to try to get people in. A couple of times work, but I need to get the subscribers. I appreciate the likes, but I need the subscriber count to go up. But you can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Twitch. You can find me any social media platforms. Help me get to 1,100. I got Steelers show coming up on Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. It depends what Brandon has on Tuesday. I might do it on Monday, but we'll talk about this sometime this week. I might do a video tonight about Steeler victory. We'll see what happens. So just subscribe to my channel. You never know when I go live. If something comes to my mind, I'll be like, all right, I'm going live.
Yeah, I got to get my Ralph reports back because I was doing them when I was in the hospital, and I think I did one last week or something. We were out doing something, and I did one when I came back from the hospital. But
this is the Ralph report, letting know that Mason Rudolph hasn't been officially starter for the remainder of the season.
Wait a second. Hold on a second. Seriously, I got a note, a text here from one of my sources down at the Steeler offices that Mason Rudolph slipped in the shower and will not play next week. Will Howard will start.
Let's go.
So slipped in the shower. And
Tomlin's going to act like this next week. Hang on, let me get my playbook. Okay, there we go.
The future is bright in Pittsburgh with Will Howard.
Yeah, there we go. There's a play call right there.
There you go.
This is him right here.
All right, Brian, go ahead. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you and what you're up to, and
Well, I don't know what I'm doing this week, but you can find me on Tiger Stripes Media on any platforms, and TS Media also on X. So I don't know what I'm going to do this week because it's going to be it's going to be a long week for me.
Just like this man covers NCAA 26 and Madden 26. So
I know that I need to get in here.
You never know.
I just might go live tomorrow. You never know when I'm going to go live.
Yeah, I'd like to see Clemson play South Carolina.
He could be playing the Steelers and put in Will Howard and look at the future of the Steelers.
Mason Rudolph slipped in the shower, so he fell and he hurt his hip, so he will not be playing next week. So it's going to be Will Howard, and they're going to run the Wildcat. So I just let everybody know. So there you go. All right, you can get a hold of me on YouTube, Facebook. I'm also on Twitch, Twitter, X, and also on the Kick Network. You can also find me on Blue Sky and on LinkedIn as well, and Tumblr. You can get a whole. You can also email me at ralphwilliams737@gmail.com. If you're interested in any kind of sponsorship advertising, ralphwilliams737@gmail.com. You get 3 radio shows up in Pittsburgh. You also get my website, www.rwmediaproductions.com. And you also get all my podcasts here on these social media platforms. So it's a nice deal. So if you're interested in some sponsorship advertising, no matter where you are across the country, we'll be more than happy to accommodate you as well. So just to let everyone know that as well. Don't forget Thursday, my debut on the Highway Radio Hits Network.
Highway to road.
Right. That's right. That's exactly it. So anyway, I'll be playing some great music on every Thursday, 1 to 3 p.m. My debut is this week, was pushed back 2 weeks because I was in the hospital, and also I spent
on the interstate.
So that's right. I'm going on the interstate playing some great music. So there you are. DJ Fun back in the house and back and ready to play as well. All right.
He's going to have his hat backwards, and he's going to be like this on the steering wheel.
Yeah, Brian, look at Ralph.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, no, there you go.
He's going to be like this.
Absolutely. All right. For Pensman Sports and Brian Pettit, my name's Ralph Williams. Have yourself a great one. And please join us. We will be here next week for another post-game show, 30 minutes right after the Steeler game against the Chicago Bears, 1 o'clock start time. Until next week, have yourself a great one. And please, by all means, be safe. Thank you.